Good morning, you're watching Republic TV. I'm Crispino Nunes. As India battled the second wave of COVID-19, several governmental organizations came out to support the fight against COVID-19. Now, one such organization is the DRDO, which built several COVID-19 care centers to augment India's healthcare infrastructure. Now, Republic TV spoke to the DRDO chairman G. Satish Reddy over the affairs of the organization. Here's a clipping from that interview.
That spearheads the indigenous developments of the defense technologies. It empowers the defense forces with the power of Atmanirbhar Bharat. And it has been saving lives. It has been empowering country in its fight against COVID-19 pandemic. And today I have with me the chairman of DRDO, Dr. G. Satish Reddy, to talk about how the DRDO is helping India both technologically and medically in this time of pandemic. So a very warm welcome and thank you for being on Republic.
Thank you.
The very first question, naturally, because India is dealing with the COVID-19 pandemic, we've seen how since last year DRDO has been contributing in its fight. We want to know what have been the milestone contributions by the DRDO.
In the directions of the government, PM CARES has sanctioned and funded. So we have established hospitals. Firstly in Delhi, a 500 ICU beds hospital has been established here, all complete 500, with all the facilities which are required for the COVID. And similarly, we also have established in Jammu and Srinagar with the PM CARES funds. Similarly, we have established a hospital in Ahmedabad and Lucknow, Varanasi, Gandhinagar, then Rishikesh and Haldwani. So these are all the places which are hospitals, makeshift hospitals, specially for COVID. And even in Guwahati now, we have already built the hospital which will be start functioning in a day or two, similarly in Srinagar. So these are all the hospitals which have been established in short period of time, 15 days, 12 days, 16 days, and basically many things like that. Then again, Honorable Prime Minister has sanctioned through PM CARES Fund that 1.5 lakhs portable cylinders, which are of small 10-liter cylinder, with both manual and automatic regulators, with an electronic control reading the SpO2 value, you can automatically adjust the oxygen. This has been again sanctioned. There are a couple of industries which are working on this, and again these parts also started rolling out. These cylinders are useful for many COVID patients, which can be used at their home, in quarantine centers, and also even COVID care centers and even in hospitals.
Exactly,
because
this is the miraculous medicine. We are calling it a miraculous drug, and we've already covered a lot of doctors and patients, and we've seen the case studies, how it is actually benefiting them. So my question would be, sir, 2DG has been developed by the DRDOs in mass. How would you later expand this, that it reaches more and more people?
Firstly, the 2DG, which has been approved by DCGI after clinical trials on 330 patients. Sure. And it is approved on 1st of May. And then after that, it has been given to many patients across the country, which, as you said, the efficacy of it is again proven. Yes. That the patients are recovering fast and their oxygen requirements are coming down. The industry partner with whom we have been working last more than about 10 years, Dr. Reddy's Laboratories, who has been along with us in the clinical trials, is ramped up the production, and the production has increased now, and daily they are able to get more than about 10 to 12,000 sachets now, and also will be ramping up to get in lakhs in this month. That is one thing which they are doing, and they are trying to send it to all the hospitals across the country.
So this would be a major breakthrough, that a technology of DRDO would be given to the private companies also. So we've seen the dearth of oxygen, and we've seen how the oxygen generation plants by the DRDO have been installed in several hospitals, and we also know that much more is being done. We want to know about this roadmap of these oxygen generation plants which are being installed in many other hospitals.
As I said, the PM CARES Fund has sanctioned 850 plants of 960 liters per minute and also 500 liters per minute, both for DRDO developed industries and also CSIR developed industries.
Sure.
So CSIR also brought in its industries, and so these higher capacity oxygen plants are rolling out of these industries, and their site preparation work also is sanctioned by the PM CARES, which NHI and other organizations are making this site preparation, because what is the platform required, what is the shelter required, what is the room required, and all that is being made by them. And the roadmap is that this 850 plants should be installed by the end of July. This is what the direction given by Honorable Prime Minister, and so we and the industries are trying to see that we will be able to fulfill that direction.
Sir, if we talk about on the armed fronts, we are seeing that India is in a never before like situation, be it on the western border or in the eastern border, and DRDO is indigenizing the defense forces quite fast. So what are the latest technologies and things which are coming up for the indigenization of our defense forces?
We are developing many technologies, state-of-the-art technologies indigenously here, whether it is aircrafts or missiles or torpedoes or radars or sonars and guns and various things. So DRDO based technology, with a couple of industries,
Sir.
We have developed, you know, that the world's longest range gun, ATACMS, with Bharat Forge and Tata. It is undergoing trials now. I'm sure this year it will complete the trials and get into it. And as you know that LCA 83 numbers order has come, which is a major boost to the aeronautics in the country.
Correct.
And it paves the way for our future aircraft development also. And the country is getting geared up to develop future systems. And similarly, we are developing varieties of radars for various applications, and similarly torpedoes, communication systems, software-defined radios, various other technologies, the materials technologies which are required for various aircrafts, helicopters and all that. So the electronic warfare systems, AWACS systems, these are all the things which are being developed now by DRDO as state-of-the-art equipment for the armed forces.
Sir, Prime Minister Narendra Modi, he has appreciated the scientists, the way they have been contributing, and he has also said that there should be no misinformation about the vaccines. Being a scientist, what message would you give to the countrymen who are watching you right now if we talk about the vaccination?
Firstly, as Honorable Prime Minister has been always saying, every country person should be very responsible. They should follow all the COVID guidelines, wearing the mask onwards and always using the sanitizers, not mixing with many people. These are the fundamental steps which are required. And Honorable Prime Minister just today has declared that government is going to give vaccine to all the people above 18, and they should all come forward and take the vaccine as per the timelines what have been laid, and ensure that we are containing the COVID and ensuring that it is not spreading is the responsibility of everyone.